Hello and welcome to Diamonds and Duds. I am Ivan.
And I am Charles.
And we have episode 45, Charles.
We are climbing up there, folks.
We are doing Samurai Cop.
Samurai Cop.
It is stretch. We're a sci-fi reaction and review podcast. This is probably stretching the limits of that.
Well, actually, it is absolute. I mean, we're going to get into it all. There's the element of science fiction in this movie is how this movie got made. It's just there's some element of science fiction that was in play that we don't know about.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. And kind of the way we did last time, let us know how you think about this, guys. Yep. We're doing a game here. It's called Pitch It. This time, Mr. Ivan, remember to do a logo for us here on the screen, and without just being on the little clip thing that we did and posted it everywhere. Follow us if you can. If not, no big deal. Yep. We just enjoy doing these, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, and just a reminder, the way this game works is we're gonna spin three wheels in just a moment. It's gonna bring up an actor or actress. It's gonna bring up a job, and it's gonna bring up an antagonist or antagonistic force, and we're going to pretend to pitch a movie to the studio.
And we're going to do it for about 2 minutes, roughly.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments if you'd watch that. We appreciate that. Ignore what you see on there. That was us testing it to make sure it worked. And it did.
Yeah.
So let's see what we got here. Make sure it still works. So here we go. 1, 2. And 3.
Let's see what comes up. We have some winners.
We're waiting. Patiently waiting. We have hackers. We have computers, and we have Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster.
This actually might be more streamlined than our line. What was our last one?
Our last one was B. Arthur, a janitor, and zombies, and we added MC Hammer. We made it steamy.
It was steamy, and so this was actually So how are we going to start this, Charles? Go ahead and start our pitch.
We want to do, and so we're pitching. We want to do a big Jodie Foster picture.
She's up and coming. She's up and coming in the 80s. She's one of the next big stars.
Yeah, and here's like a new word people are throwing around, and that's hacker. And so she's going to be a hacker. And
people like the Tron.
Yeah, the Tron, right?
Yeah, people like the Tron. We've seen the hacking in the Tron.
Yeah, and so in this movie, she's going to be a hacker, and her enemy is computers.
Yes.
Yeah, her enemy is computers. A computer.
You know who the enemy is?
Dad, maybe.
Mr. Computer.
Yeah, there you go, Mr. Computer.
Yes.
Owner of a computer conglomerate, and her origin story is that because of this conglomerate, killed her father.
Yes.
And so she is learning the tricks of the hacker trade. Yeah. We don't know what the fuck any of it is.
In the 80s, the brilliant thing about it, if anybody saw Tron, nobody, Mr. and Mrs., no one knows how the fuck computers work.
No.
So the good news is that we can do whatever the hell we want. We have Jodie Foster. We have the word hackers. We can do whatever we want here. It's money.
Yeah, because we figure like computers are probably dangerous, and we figure like Mr. Computer and his army of people at computers, they can probably work a computer where like if they hack into it, they can
explodes.
Another computer. Like they can remote detonate another computer, hack into it, and kill anybody they want to.
Yeah.
They're going after the president.
So she has to hack the hackers.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
She's going to hack the hackers.
It's a thinking movie.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of the effects. Lawnmower Man-ish.
Do you see Lawnmower Man? Me neither. But I heard from my brother that the special effects were really cool.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to be, the special effects. That's top line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what we're not going to. Maybe we're getting Jodie Foster. So our budget outside of it's going to be
You know what? We have Jodie Foster. We have this guy who really wants to make this movie Space Truckers.
Yeah.
So
we'll hire him.
We're hiring him.
Yeah. And it's going to be great. Money.
So, tell us what you think. Scaling of 1 to 5. I think this is probably a good 4.5.
Yeah.
Be honest, we probably need a love interest. If I were to think that one over, we probably could have done a love interest.
Yeah. We probably could have added a little.
Yeah, probably a little bit more plot.
Yeah. She's blowing out. She's using computers to blow up other computers.
Yeah. So, tell us what you think. That was Pitch It Volume 2.
Yeah.
Back to your originally scheduled program.
All right, and so again, Samurai Cop. I'm gonna give you a little doo-doo-doo. 1991. Okay, remastered from newly discovered 35mm negatives. The cult classic arrives. A deadly code of silence sweeps through LA as violence erupts, taking no prisoners. Police find themselves outgunned and outsorted by Fujiyama's Katana Gang. Only one man has the training, expertise, and swordsmanship needed to break the code. Samurai Cop.
Sick.
Yeah, I have some facts, some information about it.
Okay, tell us some facts about this movie.
All right. Would you be surprised to learn that the budget for this movie was not high?
I would be shocked.
Yeah. Was around $7,000. I will say, as you watch the movie, it does not feel that expensive.
No, realistically, it looks like it was shot on someone's but
well, some of them were now okay. So, and just looking up facts about this movie was great.
Oh, it was really a lot of. I highly recommend. And first of all, we'll get into our ratings at the end of this. I highly recommend. Spoiler alert! Everybody should watch. It's a unique experience that I think every movie watcher should watch.
Yeah, and so this
if you're at least 18.
Yeah, definitely. Don't watch it with your family 10-year-olds or grandma.
Yeah.
So this director's kind of like, I guess, legendary for like being a lazy fuck.
Yeah.
And there was no clothing department. That's just their clothes.
Yeah.
In every situation. He just had a few places that he just liked to film, and so that's where all scenes got filmed with absolutely no regard for whether or not it fit into the one before.
No. Yeah, I heard that one too.
Yeah. He didn't believe in like cut. And so every take is in the movie, no matter how bad you fuck up.
Oh yeah.
No matter how bad you fuck up, it's in the movie. And then,
this movie was famously in quote later famously is famously a one take movie.
Yes.
Do good on your one take because that's your one take for that scene, and that scene's going to be in the movie.
Oh yeah, there was no do good. No. But no night shots because he didn't want to pay for lighting equipment. No. So everything's in the light. So the lead actor, first of all, the lead actor wasn't even an actor. He was like a bodyguard. He was kind of interested in this a little bit. He went and the guy he was looking to act to try to break into acting, but he was going to like audition and talk to him. The director just looks at him and was like, "You're hired as the main star. We start in a week."
Do you want to know something funny? I don't know if you noticed about that main actor, Charles. You want to know something funny that I kind of hope you didn't notice about that main actor?
He wore a wig some of the time.
You know why he wore a wig?
Because he shaved his head after.
Yeah, he shaved his head after the movie, and then they brought him back for more scenes.
Yeah.
And there were a few times where the wig just sort of came off, and they just sort of finished the take, and just fuck it.
You can blatantly easily tell. I mean, easily tell what scenes had the wig and what scenes not. I showed a few scenes to my wife. She's like, Jesus Christ.
The first scene in the movie, he has the wig.
Yeah.
Where they sort of show him standing, like, they're like, why will this drug bust work? He's like, because cocaine.
Yeah.
And he's like just sort of standing on top of these steps with like this giant fucking wig on.
Yeah, woman's wig. Yeah. Like, it does not match his regular long hair.
No, because his regular long hair was fine. Like his regular long hair was fine for the movie.
Yeah. Most of the fight scenes were choreographed a couple of minutes before filming started.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. And so there was, again, they wore basically there's not only was it only one take, there's literally no frames so that they could meet a time number. There's like no frames that are edited out.
Oh no,
all.
there's also like, and I noticed this just because, you know, as I've gotten more used to doing, you know, podcasts and editing a little bit for our YouTube channel, or what I call our channels and stuff. Because on DaVinci, Charles, you can like add little stuff to like have the previous clip fade out and fade in, which is like it takes 2 seconds to throw that in.
Yeah.
They don't have any of that fucking shit. They're like one clip from the others is like bang.
Yeah.
Without any like comprehension if it like made any sense.
No.
And
exactly.
I found this movie because it's August already. When in June, when we were us and our sister Rita were getting ready to watch, what do you call it? Jackass.
Yeah.
Jackass, the most recent one. And I was watching a bunch of like Knoxville like stuff to get ready for it. This is famously one of Knoxville's favorite movies of all time. This is one of his favorite movies ever. And I want to say it was on Bert Kreischer's. You know who Bert Kreischer is?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was on Bert Kreischer's podcast talking to Kreischer, because I don't think Kreischer had ever heard of this movie.
Yeah.
And so they were talking. I'm like, oh, and so I fast forwarded past. I'm like, I don't want to hear anything, because I'm like, Charles and I are watching this.
Yeah. And so again, so when this was filmed, this film did not see the light of day in United States for like a couple decades. It was released in Poland. And then eventually it resurfaced here. There was a sequel. Now the sequel I know is sci-fi.
Yeah.
And also a lot of people don't like the sequel as much because they don't like the sequel as much because the sequel knew how bad it was.
It tried it.
And so like you're like, oh, you're kind of self-aware. This movie, like, people think that they're actually filming something that isn't like, you know, wouldn't be a form of punishment like for like someone who committed murder. You have to watch this.
I will say that one actor from this ended up doing other stuff.
Wow.
I called him Tall Guy.
Oh yeah, the tall bad guy.
He was in Maniac Cop.
Oh yeah.
I think that's I've never seen that. I think it's a horror movie, or it's a sci-fi horror movie or something.
Also, another thing is the director was kind of a lazy ass, and he's like,
I'm shocked.
I don't really want to pay for sound, so most of the movie was filmed silently, and so most of the sound is not actually captured, and a lot of it is dubbing after. It's all dubbed afterwards. Some of the actors he didn't bother to get stuff like that. So like the director just did all the Asian voices in an incredibly racist way.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So like
wow.
Yeah, so that's all like the direct. Now some of the people some of the people did their own.
Okay, because I didn't.
It's all dubbed later. It's all dubbed later on.
That's incredibly racist.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's incredibly racist.
Yeah, and so one of the things about this movie, like, you're gonna experience sets in a way only a toddler who is on all of the meth and LSD would.
Let's stop here real quick. Where can people watch this, Charles?
So I watched this on Tubi.
That's where I watched it too. I think you could, if you wanted to pay for it, which I wouldn't pay for this, but like you probably buy it like on every place. But like Tubi, you can watch it for free.
Yeah. And I don't have a
Tubi account either, so you just watch it with a few commercials.
Yeah, you watch a few commercials, and like I ended up doing it in a couple spurts. I just took a mental note of what timestamp I stopped on.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tubi is a good one. I mean, probably YouTube for free, to be honest.
Yeah, and we'll say in today's society where stuff gets uploaded when it shouldn't, stuff like this gets uploaded and nobody gives a shit.
Yeah. Okay, so again, the sets, like, if you try to come, especially like we're gonna be spending some time in a restaurant, the most weirdly laid out restaurant in all of.
Oh God, it's like a fucking maze outside this thing.
But
like a maze out of like a Zelda dungeon.
Yeah, just know the director gave no fucks from shot to shot, and as far as whether or not there's any coherence in the sets behind them, like, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And like
it takes that thing that I would say that they need to have a like guy to like, hey, explain shit guy.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, the director's like, fuck that guy,
Yeah,
right?
like,
Fuck that
I
guy
don't
and his
care.
family.
It's like, but director, we're shooting the same, like they're supposed to be the same restaurant, and like the background is supposed to be red, and it's
Well,
fucking green. No one's gonna notice.
as an example, there's a part where the main actor and one of the females, I think he's like rescuing, leave one of the houses at the end.
Yeah.
They leave a house. Like the house is white. Okay, they turn the corner. The house is like tan. Okay, they walk along the wall. They get a few shots at them. They turn the house again. It's green.
Yeah, I know.
It's like,
Shit
and
like
then
that.
suddenly there's a car out front, and it's a different house.
Yeah.
It's like maybe it is sci-fi. Maybe it's not all fucking time travel.
I know. Like the multiverse is just
Yeah,
exploding or something.
this is all part of like Marvel. They need to put this stuff in the MCU.
Yeah, and so like, okay, so it starts off. We're seeing all, but the bad guys.
Oh, and one other thing I'll recommend to people
Yeah.
if they watch this, and Tubi has this, and I don't know if you did this, Charles. It would have helped your viewing immensely if you would put subtitles on.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about for the Asian dubbing. I'm talking about for the American, like, so you can understand, like, so you can understand the cop, the cops and the tall American, like, ponytail guy. I can, because the audio's so fucking bad, but also it adds a level of humor to it because there's some times where the dubbing's like, fuck it, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's some times where the dubbing on, or the, what do you call it, captions on Tubi's like, noise. But it's like there's no like music or anything. It's just like people talking, and the dubbing on the captions are like, noise.
Yeah, and so like the main bad guy, I suppose is named Fujiyama. He gets referred to by our lead actor a number of times as Fuji because the actor keeps on fucking up the line, and again the director just keeps it in.
I'm gonna give the director one credit here. Okay. Okay. I'm going to assume, because this director's a dipshit. Would you agree with that? Okay. Would you assume that because he doesn't know anything else, he probably just sort of filmed in order?
Possibly.
Yeah. Because, did you notice when the first time you saw the Fujiyama, he was wearing sunglasses?
Yeah.
Did you notice what was in the sunglasses? The cameraman.
Oh. Yeah.
Did you notice what Fujiyama didn't have the rest of the movie?
Sunglasses.
Yes. You saw two cameramen, clear as day.
That's funny.
Yeah, you saw you saw two cameramen clear as day.
Yeah, and so like Fujiyama's meeting with tall guy and and so I guess some crime bosses.
Bald guy.
Yeah, bald guy who has a very, very disturbing sexual scene.
Yeah,
a lot of them do it. Like we'll get to fucking this guy's the director's horny ass. But a minute.
If
this guy had to have done porn later.
I'm not judging. Oh, you know what? The one thing I forgot to mention, the main star of this was in one thing later. He was an extra in Tango and Cash.
It was. Yeah,
the director didn't do a whole lot.
So they're like basically like, hey, you gotta fall in line with Fujiyama. Like again, they're like obviously like they're filming this like on like a school field or fucking some shit with like a building next to it. Then they go inside the building, and again, as we're gonna see throughout the movie, the exterior does not remotely match the interior.
Oh god, yeah, but it's something at a certain point you're just like, if they don't care, I guess I don't.
Yeah, and so we get again right away. As we kind of alluded to, there's going to be a drug. There's like a drug dealer, like our samurai cop and the worst fucking partner ever.
Did they ever call him Samurai Cop? I may have missed it.
I
know they called him Samurai like halfway through the movie, but like at this first scene, did they ever call him Samurai?
No, but
they just sort of said, "Hey, do you know why this drug buster work?" And he's like, "Yeah, cocaine."
Yeah, because when they're in the police after this first scene, when they're kind of in the police they talk about like this really with stuff that just doesn't jive later on. How he doesn't actually work for that department. he's on loan from Japan. He's been there a week, and he's on loan from Japan. He learned the ways of the samurai.
He's on loan from Japan via San Diego.
Yes, via San Diego. He's been there for a week. People keep this in mind later on. So we talked about, we'll get to the quickest fucking home ownership, apparently. When, he's only ever.
It was the early 90s, guys. You could buy, homes for $50.
That you were going to live in for a week and a half, I guess. And so, they're, tracking, this drug bust. And again, he has a partner. This partner is a serial killer.
Yeah, I had that. I wrote down that guy killed so many fucking people.
Yeah,
but guys, as you're watching this movie, it's not like, hey, it's not like a normal cop movie or cop show like Law and Order or something like that, where it's like, hey, someone pulls their gun, so it's like, hey, you're shooting them, kind of thing. It's like he shoots first, and they're looking the other way,
and the other person's holding a sword, not a gun.
Or it's like, hey, I give up, and he's like, I'll shoot you.
Yeah,
during. Are we getting to the drug bust?
Yeah.
We're getting to they're following this sets the tone for a lot of this fucking movie. During the drug bust, it's like the two of them, the samurai cop and bad cop. We'll call him murder cop.
Yeah, murder cop. That's perfect.
Samurai cop and murder cop are in a car where I don't know if they gave murder cop a booster seat, but he couldn't fucking fit the goddamn thing. They're being followed for some reason in a helicopter. Which is probably where their budget went. They used once.
Yeah, they're
but they're following and they start shooting, and one of the guys, they're following one of the drug bust people, and they shoot him in the leg, and he falls out, and they're like, yeah, I guess he's dead. They're like, yeah, fuck him, and they just just let him die.
Yeah, and one of them fire explodes happen. One of them goes on fire and he falls down. And again, we can't afford to delete any kind of footage, and we're not going to bother, refilming. The guy on fire kind of sits up when he's supposed to be fucking dead and on fire. He goes and looks at the camera to see whether or not he goes and looks at the camera, realizes everyone's still filming, and he puts his head back down and he's fucking kept it in.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, it's so fucking bad. He just look, oh shit. And fuck, just fucking keep it in. The dialogue is just horrid. Just horrid. And so
and I will say at this point during the chase scene, I wrote something in my notes, Charles. Yeah. This is a maze. A maze.
Yeah, maze. Yeah.
I will say it probably doesn't deserve that, but it's
and the funny thing, again, as we said earlier, all the actors just wore their own fucking clothes, and so
these were their actors' own cars.
Yeah, and at one point, the drugs get handed off to some drug dealers.
5 suitcases.
Yeah, they get handed off to drug dealers in a boat that are wearing fucking band T-shirts and shit. That's not what drug dealers wear.
There was one part where they're doing a chase scene and they just sort of drive over a mailbox. I'm assuming they just sort of drove over somebody's mailbox.
Yeah, I know. I was thought the same thing. Yeah, I mean, and you can totally tell when samurai cops wearing the woman's wig.
Oh yeah,
it is just so fucking blatant and not no effort, no effort whatsoever.
No.
To hide, and that's all this ever. He just didn't realize that there is such a thing as reshoots, which has been a thing for every single movie in history.
It's but also it's there's not so many of those. Was there enough of those wig scenes that they needed them? Maybe they did, but that's
and. At one point, I think it might have been the guy that shot in the leg, but I don't know. But at one point, they just fucking ran over a suspect with a car.
Yeah. And they just sort of said, "Fuck it, I guess he's dead now." Yeah, we're cops. It's okay.
And then it was they're in the middle of the city. Then suddenly it's in the desert, and it is just. And so he shot like, and what I wrote down, did he just shoot the driver in the neck? I'm pretty sure that's murder.
Yeah, and we're not exactly. Like, I think the murder cop killed like 15 people.
Yeah.
Like,
And then after this drug deal, okay, so the director cannot keep. The director was fucking horny this entire goddamn time. And so you know who else is really fucking horny? Fucking Samurai Cop.
yeah.
Samurai Cop cannot keep it in his goddamn pants.
Yeah, but it's like, did the sex scene make sense for this movie? No.
Which one?
No, I know. But like, would at least have been okay if like they were together?
Yeah.
You know, like if the two actors were together, like they're supposed to be together. Well, no, it was like, yeah, you're a female, and we kind of want to see some tits.
That's exactly what it was.
It's the '90s. Maybe we'll make money if we show your. It's
like it was this female cop, this poor fucking actress, who she was the one quote running the helicopter, and just in over police chatter, just Frank basically, come over to my house after, and we'll fuck, basically.
Yeah.
And so afterwards, come over, and they just went, and it's so, oh my god, it's such a fucking awkward scene.
I just sort of skipped past it.
Yeah, oh my god, and they all went on, each one went on so long, just they have to make this time, this time thing. I mean, at one point I wrote, this director might have been on meth.
Might have been.
Yeah.
It's like.
And then, I swear to God, then we have, and then eventually, we get to where they're supposed to be. We think they're in, a police, the police headquarters, where he's literally he's just he's bragging to the rest of the crew about his sexual conquest
of the lady who's standing right there.
Standing right there. And so then our captain, which is like, oh god damn you, your typical you're frying my last nerve.
When was Lethal Weapon? Lethal Weapon 1 would have been before this.
Oh yeah, a couple.
It's probably meant to be a just
that kind of that kind of captain. And the captain wants to see them in their office, in his office right now, and they make it very clear the office is right next, right behind them, right?
Yeah.
And so what do? They go the next thing they don't go into the captain's office. I guess apparently the police station is also the hospital, because the next they go directly to where the burned up suspect who is alive is. Yeah, and did you notice? So you have the room. This is one of my favorite parts of the movie. You have the hospital. You have the hospital room where the suspect, where the suspect who got burned alive is. Do you know what's next door?
What?
Literally, the next room over is a dentist's office. And that's what it says. This dentist's office. Literally, the hospital is room 112 is the guy who is the hospital guy. Room 113 is a dentist's office. They just kind of filmed it in the hole.
Did you notice that the guy who's the burn victim, who's being protected by that one cop?
Yeah.
And they bring in other cops to protect him, to help him. One of the cops that protects him to help the other cop is the same actor as the. No, it's one of the same actors as one of the there's the guy inside, or looks exactly fucking like him and has the same name.
And so again, they go inside where Bernie, burn guy is, and there's a female nurse, and immediately Samurai Cop just he's trying to get in her fucking pants. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, I was at the point where I'm oh yeah, that first sex scene was awkward, as was the thing where you talked about it in front of her to your friend, I guess your friends, but then the nurse is hey, want to fuck?
Yeah.
Basically, I'm God.
Literally, Jesus Christ, subtlety is not this movie's strong suit.
No, but it's also, it's this is one take shit. So it's also it's this isn't the kind of thing where actors can test shit out. Not that I've ever been an actor or anything like that.
Yeah, and so so like yeah, we gotta he's got stuff to answer for cocaine, Fujiyama, and non-coherent, not sentences that aren't really coherent.
No.
And then so they leave. I guess they're gonna go back across town to go into the captain's office like they were supposed to fucking do it before this.
Yeah, it's like basically what happened, guys, is they edited it in the wrong order, and he's like, you know what, it's effort to re-edit it. And it's like, guys, it'll take like 20 minutes to move it around. It's like it's already in this order, so it's like nobody's gonna fucking watch it anyway.
Yeah, and so in Fujiyama's like whole crew or whatever the fuck you want to call it, there's a female. The female coming out. She has a really small thing that she's pushing, and like the one cop watching it, he just kind of wanders off, and so she goes inside, and not just a guy's hiding in there, like the big 6 foot like 5,000 guy. Like, how the fuck was he hiding in there?
But not just that. It's like. I mean, also he probably weighs 350.
Yeah,
even if he can fit in there, it's like how was like little like 150-pound redhead pushing a 350-pound cart?
Yeah, and so he cuts off the bird user's head. I wrote down that cop is so fired. He walks back in. The guy doesn't have a head. There's fucking blood everywhere.
Yeah, it's like. One thing I will say for Fujiyama, he does not give two shits about his own like criminals in his like.
No. And the funny is like, yeah, they make very much the Japanese, the code of science.
Yeah.
Like you die before getting caught. But like apparently like also like not only are they just like if you don't succeed immediate. It's not even like because they don't say to me like if you
but it's like
if you fail but come back. They never say if you fail come back. They don't go. But like if you're in the process and you're not winning, yeah, you're gonna fucking die too.
No, it's like hey, if you take a shot at somebody and that shot doesn't immediately kill them, yeah, you're fucking.
Yeah, dead. We're gonna kill you.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus. I still can't get over the dentist office being right next to the burn unit. Yeah. So I mean. So now again, the director doesn't sweat the small stuff like correct lines, continuity, sensical set design, logic, etc. And then they go, they finally get to chewed out by the cop, the captain. Captain who's just again, it's kind of off his meds, and he's kind of like all over the place, as you're gonna see. He's again, we'll get like.
Well, I don't blame that actor at all. Because I think this is what happens when you have, I'll say, of all the actors in here, he's towards the top acting talent-wise. But this is what happens when you don't have any like direction for like what you want from a character.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he had any like notes for like, okay, do you want this to be fiery? Do you want this to be subtle? And you get one take.
Yeah. My headcanon is
what?
That actor, the police chief actor, was hired because he thought this was going to be a relatively sane cop movie. Low budget, but relatively sane. Have you ever seen the Key and Peele Family Matters sketch?
No.
It's, oh my God, it's a classic. It's basically like the idea is which one's the horror director? Peele?
Yeah.
Peele is Carl Winslow going to talk like in the later seasons, talking to like this writers like what the fuck is going on? Last week I got turned into a goddamn sandwich and Steve ate me. Like, this is supposed to be a blue collar family show. No, it's goddamn Quantum Leap. So my headcanon is that actor that police chief was like Carl Winslow, and that's like this turned into goddamn Quantum Leap. But then I was like, fuck it. Which definitely is one of the best sketches. Julia White loves it.
Absolutely sounds like it.
And so like they are again. Murder Cop is just the actor that makes weird choices.
Yeah. Is this the part where the captain has a weird analogy about the thumb in his ass?
Yeah. And like they're about ready to fire. I'll send you back to San Diego, Japan.
It's like I have a thumb in my ass and it hurts.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
It's-
And so,
Don't-
like,
don't put it in
apparently Fujiyama owns like a nightclub. Fucking
Wrestling.
nightclub.
Yeah, it's,
In somebody's living room.
I think like one of the guys who did this like owned like a restaurant, and I think like a giant chunk of this shit was filmed at that restaurant.
And it was like the first scene is like they set up a table in the living room, and again, the whole is like it's bright day. It's just like it's so like everybody's like the whole Fujiyama crew is hey, we can say Fujiyama. I don't know why fucking Samurai Cop couldn't do it, right?
Yeah.
Is eating, and we get the classic Cop and his partner. They're gonna come like they're gonna scare they're gonna
They're gonna like talk tough and like,
Yeah.
hey, we're just gonna you're gonna
Yeah, and there's like and they got their Fujiyama has his lawyer there, and his lawyer like
lawyer's like, yeah, we haven't fucking done anything. Kiss my ass.
yeah
Basically, is what the
kiss
lawyer.
my ass. We're suing you and process it and murder Cop is like like just his weird like yeah do it yeah and
Lawyer's like, yeah, we will.
and that's and then like Samurai Cop and Murder Cop had the weirdest, most uncomfortable interaction with the waiter. Well, the waiter again is like again,
Yeah,
that's like what like the director writes.
Well,
like
I think what it was Charles.
Yeah.
I think this is how they interpreted gay people.
yeah, I'm like,
ooh, yeah. I'm like, oh, let's just keep going.
and so like when they because like the Samurai Cop and Murder Cop they moved to the bar. The bar is clearly not the same place.
No,
It doesn't look anything like it at all. I'm like, and I go like, what the point is, this interaction? It's basically like the Samurai Cop is basically like, fuck law, I'm gonna chop you up and murder you.
Wait, is this the part where the tall guy sends guys at Samurai
Yes,
Cop
right.
one by one?
Oh yeah, right after this.
But like the tall guy of the Fujiyama's guys are the Katana Club or the Katana Gang or whatever. And the tall guy has like a just shit ton of guys, okay?
Yeah.
And they're all standing over there. But they all go after Samurai Cop who has a sword,
Yep.
okay? And they all go after him one by one,
Yep.
okay? And like Samurai Cop just sort of like kills them one by one.
Yeah.
And it's like, until like just Murder Cop shoots one of them who
Oh.
just sort of has a sword and like
Yeah.
wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, and because like Fujiyama at the table with lawyers still present, go, take care of this, kill him, and like and on the way out, by the way, Samurai Cop again, can't keep in his fucking pants.
No, he's like,
You know?
hey, lady who owns a restaurant, you want to fuck?
Yeah,
And
so,
she's like, no, I got to go to church.
and she's like, he gets really stalkerish. What church do you go to? Okay, like red flag.
But also, and yes, it's a red flag, but also it's like, it's an hour and a half long movie. We're an hour long in, and they're introducing the love scene,
Yeah.
the like love interest.
Yeah, and also like there's some banter between Samurai Cop and Murder Cop, which is very racist. I'm not gonna repeat it, but like Samurai Cop is like all kinds of racism. And again, this is one of the reasons why I quote Murder Cop. At one point, one of the guys that he's fighting, he has a sword. Samurai Cop does not. Samurai Cop puts something, and the Murder Cop's like, "What are you doing?" Samurai Cop's like, I got this. And we're gonna see a fight scene like where it's gonna be, like,
we could see a cool fight scene.
Samurai sword, bad guy with the sword, Samurai Cop, and then Murder Cop goes boom, shoots the bad guy in the head. That's fucking murder.
Yeah,
And that's not the last time that happens in this movie. That
No.
exact same thing happens.
I think Murder Cop, as we call him, did that like 10 times.
Oh yeah, Murder Cop. He's a serial killer.
Yes.
And it's like again, so like this fight is just so hilarious. Cops flat out murdering people. Then like, but there's like fighting, like there's some shooting back and forth guns, and then like big tall guy, comes out of the color. Yeah, apparently like he didn't think they were getting it done, so he starts fucking killing all the people that are fighting.
Yeah, he just starts killing his own guys. They didn't get killed.
I'm like, yeah, I think the idea is like if they get captured, then either they kill themselves or you kill them. Not like if like they're down by 3 in the third quarter, you kill them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, oh my god, it was just.
Be like if Xavier Worthy got hurt, we should probably like tank.
And then just like the stuff that they pull out, like so shotguns. At one point, a fucking grenade is thrown. Like, wait,
Where the fuck?
like a fucking grenade? It's just kind of, just absolutely. I was like, and then like they joke like, yeah, Captain's gonna burn your ass. I'm like, I think he's gonna burn your ass about the murders.
Yeah, you would think.
And we go back to the captain's office, and it's the most asinine thing ever. The lawyer for Fujiyama is there. Like, and he's like, yeah, a lawsuit is happening. You're fucked. We've done nothing. You're fucked. Like, dude, lawyer, you were literally sitting in the restaurant when Fujiyama ordered his tall right-hand man to send a bunch of people right outside the front door 100 feet away to go to kill the 2 cops. And like, you heard all the gunfire, you heard a fucking grenade go off, you saw when you left, I guarantee you saw the 15 people that the cops fucking murdered and the guy murdered. I'm like,
yeah,
you don't have a legal basis to stand on, dude.
No. Yeah.
It's just, this movie is just
This movie's so
like, oh, sue you when all this happened, you lost. I'll sue for harassment.
yeah.
Thing, and then like the samurai cop and murder cop come to the captain's office from the fucking kitchen.
Yeah, they just. This is why I think a lot of this shit was just sort of filmed in the restaurant.
Yeah, and like he hits on like the one lady that he fucked earlier again.
Comes out of a closet.
Yeah, comes out of a closet. Like, these sets make 0 sense.
No.
At all, and it's. He goes back to stalk the one lady again.
Yes, he goes back to stalk her again, and like, this movie was something, Charles.
Yeah, and so yeah, like, this restaurant had the oddest layout ever.
Yes, why don't we go through that?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Good.
so like you had the original, or like kind of the white area, where like white background area was one table, and like the bar was like what, red or something like that, and then right by the bar where the waiter was, that was like a completely different house. Maybe there's some fucking green in there. And then it's a mind fuck.
It's a mind fuck, but also outside it's like a goddamn like maze out of like a fucking Zelda game. Out of like one of the goddamn Zelda games from the 80s, where you're like in the goddamn like you're in like, you keep going up and it's like the same goddamn thing every time, and you're like, fuck, I just want this to keep going.
Yeah, I know. And so they eventually they're gonna go. All right, we know where, like, I think they're going after Baldy guy. Basically,
yeah. They go out. They find out where Baldy guy is. They find out he's the one who ordered the attack on them, right?
Yeah.
Because as they came back from the restaurant, they got attacked by some people. They of course murdered them all.
Yeah.
Like, the people didn't. They only kind of attacked them, and then Cop and Samurai and Sam and
yeah, because they did take one guy alive. They fucking forget that later, but they took the one guy. And he told them.
Yeah.
So going in like, yeah, and so like, yeah, here's what we're gonna do.
He's probably still sitting in the back of some car.
He's got murder cop with him. He's got horny female, and he's got old veteran guy.
Yeah.
He's like, we're gonna do what we normally do, guys. We're gonna go in there and
But how would they know? But isn't he new?
Yeah, exactly. He's been there a week. And if it's, I love it. And if it's not the right house, we'll just apologize like we always do. Like, warrant? But like, and then the funny thing is, like, then he's like, all right, you two go around the front, we're gonna go around the back. Then the female, as soon as they go, the female's like, we got nothing to do, wanna fuck? No.
And then the guy's like, shut up.
Yeah, like, you do have something to do. You're supposed to go around the front. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
And what is Bald Guy doing when like they're getting ready?
He's fucking.
Yeah, we have.
And what does Murder Cop say? You remember what Murder Cop says?
I think he wants to watch. Let him
No,
finish
he
it.
wants to let him fish.
That's what I said. Yeah, he said, like, let's let him finish.
Yeah, look, yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ, I'm like, this really wasn't necessary.
It's like they end up they end up killing Baldy, right?
Oh yeah, this whole extended fight scene where like that doesn't make any sense.
A lot of shit in this movie doesn't make a whole lot of.
They're at the beach. They're at the desert. They're like
they're back in the house. They're
yeah, and then and so because at one point like Samurai Cop's he's got him, he's won, and he just tells Murder Cop, all right, you cuff him, and then he just walks away. You cuff him, and Murder Cop's not there. He's about 50 feet away. He's like, yeah, you get him, and he turns his back on the guy and starts walking away. So the guy like pulls out a knife, and so Murder Cop, okay, well, technically that might not have been a murder, but like that was fucking incompetence by Samurai Cop.
Yeah, but it's not a murder, but it's probably a your friend's a cop, and if he were to have done that, they probably wouldn't have thought well of it.
Yeah,
like he probably get in trouble for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's what these. I mean, just like it's absolutely it is. So like then they go to they go to like there's a receptionist at one point. There's like a really shitty receptionist, and and he's met and so he rattles Fujiyama's cage a little bit, and at this point he's also he pretended to be coming from the church, and he met that one.
Oh yeah, it's because part of what this movie is, guys, too, is it's a string of like little 2-minute scenes.
Yeah,
is what it's like, little 2-minute scenes, because like he only has a $7,000 budget. And he can't do extended scenes because he's too scared they're gonna fuck it up. Is part of what it is.
Because in the next section, Fujiyama's like, yeah, you know what? We can't buy them. Okay, we're gonna call in people from New York, and we're gonna break his legs. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah. So a bunch of people. So we don't know where Samurai Cop is in this thing. There's a shitty receptionist that lets all the guys with shotguns go by, and we don't know what he's.
Yeah, they don't explain why the fuck he's there.
Yeah, what he's there doing. But like all the people from like New York, apparently they don't know what breaking legs means because they just fucking start shooting at him with shotguns.
But also they're from New York and they get there in
10 minutes, and so like obviously they all die, but like in the middle, like this fight scene's going and it jarring, and in the middle of this scene going, we get sent to sex scene number 3.
Yep.
Where it's tall guy's turn.
Tall guy and redhead.
To where like there's a long sex scene that's just gonna end with like them with like one of the people that hasn't fucking died or something, just calling the tall guy saying basically we fucked up and we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
And so like I get no points at all. And so he now at this point now for the next literally I timed it like 30-40 minutes, Samurai Cop is going to be with restaurant owner lady.
Yeah, because they sort of decided, okay, now he's going to be with her. We want to have this be we want this to be the thing as we wrap up this movie.
Yeah.
People will ignore that he's a stalker.
Yeah.
And he's gonna cook for her and
go to the beach, and again change house, and apparently he owns this house.
They're gonna go to the beach, but then swim in his pool.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I thought that was hilarious.
What guys? Because they show hey, you like to cook. Oh, thank you. And then they show them at the beach, but not really at the beach, at these really probably really dangerous rocks.
Yeah.
In swimming suits, but these probably really slippery rocks. And then they show them in a swimming pool.
Yeah. And so Fujiyama was mad basically because that was he wanted her, and so now I guess it's a personal thing.
Yeah, and this time it's real.
Yeah, this time it's personal.
Yeah.
And so Fujiyama's like, all right, we got to find out where Samurai Cop lives, so we can go and kill him. Now, they don't know where Samurai Cop lives,
no,
but they know where every other
they know where every other cop lives.
You know,
They know where old cop lives. They know
which
where
they
murder
fucking
cop
sexually assault his wife when they kill her,
lives. Yeah.
and they kill him. They got like a horny ass cop is like like cooking, you know, murder cop,
Yeah.
and
But also, did you catch that she was boiling water in a frying pan?
yeah, I know, just like no goddamn.
What? How she had to have a pot, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard. That's not a big dent in your $7,000 budget.
But like the house you're in had.
Yeah,
house.
it's got a pot. You're just like just. And then she puts the pot in the freezer. At one point, she
Yeah, she puts a pot in the
frying pan
freezer. Yeah, she
like-
puts the frying pan in the freezer. It's like, guys.
Yeah, I mean, so like, and again, and so like, well, murder cop. Obviously, he's not gonna. He's gonna get one over because they separate into different groups after they sexually assault and old cop's now dead wife.
Yeah.
Murder cop's gonna get one over on them, and so like the first one, but there's like a couple of guys there that was like he killed them as they were fleeing, as the bad guys were like running away. He had guns up, and I'm like, no, that second one was a murder.
Yeah, you're not allowed to shoot them in the back as they're running away.
No, you were not. And again, and one point, right? Okay, the search for Samurai Cop's house is taking an inordinate amount of screen time in an 80-minute movie.
I know, right?
It's like
But
a
also-
third of the film.
But also, it's like after they get there, it's like 7 different houses.
yeah. It's like,
But also, they use like 7 different houses as fronts.
it's just no sense. So Samurai Cop gets out. He doesn't die, and so there's going to be the first of 2 big showdowns where they go after Fujiyama and kill a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, it was him versus Fujiyama, but isn't the climactic one him versus the tall guy?
Yeah, the tall guy is a lot because they go
Which I preferred that to be the last one.
Yeah, because like they kept, and then Fujiyama was like, yeah, I got,
But also, they shouldn't have let him kill himself. Should
Yeah.
they?
well, that's like for whatever, like, go honor code is like, no, he's gonna,
He's gonna like commit suicide.
yeah, and so just like, oh my god, I'm like, just so much,
That was an experience.
yes,
I highly recommend I highly recommend everybody.
yeah.
doing
Oh, we forgot right before, like, the fight going into like the last 2. They do have one more scene with the captain where the captain's like, you know what? Fuck it. You're forbidden from arresting anybody and bringing anybody in. I demand you murder everybody. He's like, I want you murdering everybody. I want you killing everybody.
You know what,
Fuck it, we're
Charles?
going down together.
Part of me thinks that you want to know my headcanon? Because
Yeah.
you gave your headcanon for the cop, Charles, the main cop. I have headcanons for that, Charles.
Yeah.
You know what my headcanon is?
Yeah.
That was not the written line. Since it's what by that point in the movie, the guy realized that they weren't going to rewrite anything. So he's like,
I can say whatever the fuck I want.
I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
So I think he just sort of said that.
I just love, and when like the end of the showdown with like Fujiyama, he's like, I don't want any more trouble with the police. I just want to leave. Literally, an hour ago, you were sending
You were
people all
murdering
over-
your own goddamn people.
Yeah, like what do you mean you don't want any trouble with the police? And then the funny thing, and then the funny thing, the goddamn movie. So then now we're it's a showdown with big tall guy. He's got big tall guy beat, and Samurai Cop's about ready to just kill him, and Murder Cop's like, no, we don't do that. We can't kill an unarmed man. I'm like, you killed a dozen unarmed people in this movie.
I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah, like now you're gonna stop someone from.
I realize this is a $7,000 one shot take movie that was like found in a vault,
Yeah.
not like Johnny Knoxville recommended, but fuck you.
Yeah, and so all the good guys win. The movie ends, mercifully. And so we have Samurai Cop, apparently, and Samurai Cop 2. Apparently, that one is sci-fi.
Cool.
I'm never gonna watch it.
Yeah, I might watch this again. But.
So Let's decide if it's a
What's
diamond.
what's our rating? What's our scale, Charles?
So we have 2 scale. We have diamond scale and a dud scale. Diamond is it's a legitimately good movie, and 1 to 5, 1 you may not see it, watch it again, but 5 it's a fucking classic. We got a dud. A dud is it's a bad movie. 0 is you'd rather claw your eyes out from before than see this movie again. But the higher it goes, it's so bad it's good, guilty pleasure kind of thing, all the way up to 5. So what do you got this one?
This is a diet. No.
Yeah.
It's a sorry, a little cough. This is a dud.
Yeah, I'm not stunned.
It's almost my first ever 5.
Yeah.
4.99.
Okay.
4.99 for me, Charles.
Yeah.
For,
All right. So what was there anything specific that kept it?
This 4 sex scenes.
Yeah.
It's the only reason.
This was such a hard one for me to
It was the sex scenes were the only.
This is a hard one for me to rate because on one hand I'd rather have I'm left-handed. I'd rather have my left arm cut off than watch this again.
Fair.
That being said,
You have a right arm.
no, I'm left-handed. I can't do it anyway. That being said, this is a movie that must, and we said at the beginning, that must be experienced by all people.
Yes.
I mean, a weird 5 sex scenes or whatever it was aside,
That was awkward.
this movie is a cinematic experience that needs to happen.
Yes.
So obviously it's a dud, but it is in fact a dud 5 for me.
Yeah.
It is. I went back and forth between 5 and 0,
That's-
but I'm like, I'm like, this has to be experienced. People have to watch it now. Is it gonna be like an annual viewing? No.
No.
Am I gonna watch it a second time? I mean, probably not. But I said when I watched, the Star Wars holiday special, I said I was never gonna watch that a second time either.
It's the
It
kind
has
of
to be experienced.
it's the kind of thing where I might watch it for fun again one day
Yeah.
or something. But
It has to be.
I'm going to
experienced.
recommend it to a couple of my friends.
Yeah.
I'm going to recommend it to JC and Ryan, who I think listen
Yeah.
to this.
Because it is experienced. Highly recommend.
I will say of the we're on 45, right?
Yeah.
Of the 45 movies we've watched on here, it's probably in my top 5 most fun.
Oh yeah, without a
it
doubt.
easily, and I off the top of my head, I can't think of all the ones we've watched. It's probably in my top 2 or 3 that most fun I've watched.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, cool.
So what do we got next time?
We
in episode
have
46.
We have the Emilio Estevez
I love Emilio.
Mick Jagger classic,
Hey.
Free Jack.
Yep. I've never seen it, and I've always been a huge Emilio fan. I'm excited.
I've seen it, but I don't remember anything
Yeah.
about it.
I'm excited. I love Emilio.
I think Dad showed this to me back in the day.
Yeah. So
Cool. All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.
yep.
Bye.
What's that movie with?